a study of personality and think about something different. Let's talk different today. And yes, we were going to discuss about the drawbacks of each personality, but I think I'm going to postpone that. The drawback of each, the strength, the talents, uh, something which is of importance to them. But then we are going to talk about in the later class, not today. We'll talk about what do they need, what do they want in their starry role, how they want people to perform, what are they aiming at, what are their weaknesses, what are their drawbacks, and what skills they need to improve upon. But yes, that is postponed for later class. Today we have started an awareness drive in CIMAGE, especially for English, communicative English classes, rather for in all the classes that where I am going. And we are on a drive, on a speech competition, which is the thought came in my mind to set off with some awareness, to set off an awareness of thinking about the elderly, thinking about people who are the most neglected in society. The Our elder generation, people who are weak, who are who become mentally unstable, who are sad, who become frustrated, and the most lonely of them all, the most frustrating is that they are alone. Loneliness, neglect, abuse, people sent to old age homes. There are so many stories. The torture. People are left to die alone. They live alone in large apartments. In palatial houses, they live alone. For one reason, they do not want to leave the house. And the children are settled abroad, the rich NRIs. So the problems are immense. N number of problems. So today we are going to take a look at a very crying concern, a growing concern, a crying shame. How the elderly, how they are subject to torture, physical torture, mental torture. You know it all, you've seen it all. And the best way to prevent is see, be aware, see it, stop it, prevent it. So this is the speech topic for today. The elder abuse and neglect. Okay. To continue with the presentation, I would like to call the first participant, Karan Dubey. Karan Dubey, are you there? All right. Maybe some network issue. Okay. Karan Dubey has entered. Yes, Karan Dubey, are you ready? Karan Dubey, are you ready?
मैम अभी प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं मैम नेटवर्क भी इश्यूज है मैम थोड़ा
When your name is being called, You continue with the presentation. Roll number 19, batch 2, Pratik.
Hello.
Hello, Pratik.
Yes, ma'am.
Start your presentation.
Ma'am, give me one.
Yes, Pratik.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Pratik, start.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Oh. First of all, we should understand what is elder abuse. Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Elder abuse is something that is related with the old age people, their child or their younger generation neglect them because of their busy schedule and the Western culture. It has become a trend that they don't live with their grandparents or their parents. After marriage, they leave their parents and move forward in their jobs or business, or they shift abroad. Due to these reasons, they can take their parents together with them, and because of which they have to keep their parents to old age home or something else like that. There are many types of elder abuse like physical abuse, emotional abuse, and mental abuse, neglecting their parents. In physical abuse, they in some cases in villages mostly it has been seen that um, the younger generation abuse their parents by physical method like beating them or creating injuries to their body. In mental abuse, they just create a problem to them by verbal or non-verbal methods. And ma'am, negligence is something that they just neglect or problems of their parents or they at the age of 18 or 19. And that's all.
All right. I have removed all those who were without their cameras on. And Toshi.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, our topic is elder abuse. So in India, it mostly happens that in every house there is something conflict, but we have to manage to it and make a balance between this our life. Um, Mostly happen that the young generation is busy in their busy schedule life, and mostly they want to live a live in a nuclear family instead of living in a joint family. But I think we have to make balance between both our busy schedule and our personal life, and we have to give time to our parents also. This mostly happen. Not all children are like this, but the unemployment rate are higher among abusive adult children, and drug or alcohol problem are common with those children who mostly abuse their parents. Um, Ma'am, but if we see from the point of view of children also, then there are some parents who always want to live at their hometown and they are not ready to leave it. According to me, they also have to move with their children where they are living. If they are ready to keep them and give them a respected life, then they also have to uh, take a step and go with their children and live where they are doing their job. So Um, so in my point of view, both the generation, that is older generation and the younger generation, have to move. In my point of view, both generation, younger generation and elder generation, had to take step and come forward, and both have to contribute because conflict occur in anyone's house, and we know that how we have to manage between both our personal and professional life. That's what.
Fine. Now we have Komal.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
And my topic is elder abuse. In this era, most of the children are doing our jobs in the outside. They go outside of the city. They even so so they even ma'am, most of the children are sorry 90% of the family members are abuses our parents. They even taken our the responsibility of our parents, so they abuses, and that they neglect our parents, and then the most of the children are using drugs and alcohols. They are beating our parents, and they even not providing foods and medical cares. The parents are facing many problems, but even they are not looking at our parents. So, and the most of the children are using the alcohols they financially abuses our parents, so they misusing or stealing our person stealing our parents monies or assets, and emotionally abuses our parents, just like insulting in front of all the peoples, and misbehaving them.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
मैम अभिषेक कह रहा है कि उसका कैमरा ऑन था फिर भी आप निकाल दिए.
नहीं, okay. Who is saying?
I'm Abhishek Sharma.
Okay. Ask him to join again.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Saloni Gupta. Hello, Saloni.
Yes, ma'am.
Start speaking.
What, ma'am?
What was the topic today, Saloni? Okay. Now, Aman Shrivastava, can you hear us? Aman? Aman, are you there? Is he there? Okay. Hello? Okay.
Ma'am, elder abuse is also known as elder mistreatment.
Mhm.
Elder abuse means, hello, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes, speak.
Hello, ma'am, definition of elder abuse is it includes harm by people to older person or has a such as spouse, partner, or a family member. It can be a friend or neighbor also. There are many forms of elder abuse, ma'am, like domestic violence or family violence, since they are committed, or it can be as a variety of circumstances like home breaking, smuggling, bulgari, and many more things. Am I audible? Hello.
Continue, you are audible. All right, now we are talking to Abhiraj. Yes, Abhiraj.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
start.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am. Elder abuse. Elder abuse means just that not treating our not treating old men properly. We are doing them corner from our friends and relatives, and we are we are humiliating him repeatedly, ignoring their wishes just because they are older. We are not trying to fulfill their wishes. They are also called elder abuse. Yeah, in physical sense, we are if we are talking about, then it can say that doing appropriate behavior with them, uh, hitting, yeah, any type of abuse behavior which many of the peoples are doing with their older persons. Yeah, sometimes also we are neglecting their wishes, like we are not providing them food, shelter, not appropriate clothes. These all types, these all kinds are the example of, ma'am, elder abuse, ma'am. We are also not giving them proper money for their uh, livelihood.
Livelihood.
Yeah, livelihood. These all are the, ma'am, elder abuse, ma'am.
So, what can you do to prevent this?
There is only, according to me, there is only one thing that for which we can prevent it, that we have to educate our children in a proper way. We have to educate uh, uh, our family members that how to treat with our elders, because one day we are also going to be a old person, and someone also going to treat with us in the same way as now I am doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awareness.
Yes, ma'am.
So, people,
Awareness.
when they are young, they feel I will always be like this. I will always be. Even you must be feeling I will always be young, and I will things will be always the same. But no, it is not going to happen. Age is going to come to anyone, everyone,
Yeah.
and whatever we are giving, that will come back to us.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Toshi, can you think of ways to prevent this? And what steps will you be taking on your personal ground? Personally. Yes, Toshi.
Ma'am, as Abhiraj said, this point was really very great that how we treat our children, and, how we treat our parents, our children will treat us on the same way. This was really very great. And on the other hand, in school and colleges also, we have to uh, take a class where we have to give lecture that giving respect to others is also very essential. And we are, if we give respect to others, then only we are going to get respect from others.
Okay, Toshi, can you give us a case study of elder abuse and how did you feel about it? Anybody in the neighborhood or on from social media or from the news? Has it come across?
Ma'am, not a kind of elder abuse, but I have seen many cases across around my house that the children is living in abroad or outside anywhere, and they are here alone. It is really very tough for them to survive here alone, but they are not understanding that. matlab, why they are with their house, I am not understanding why they are not going with their kids. Kids are ready to take them with themselves. They are going to respect them, but I don't know why they always want to stick with their house and not going out. So
Yeah.
not only from the
The
point of view of,
sentiments counts, no?
yes ma'am, but ma'am, being alone at home,
Look, Toshi,
it's
what
good to
happens
go.
when people become old? They become like children.
Yes ma'am.
So it is a second childhood.
Yes ma'am.
वो
I personally tell my
काम
parents always that if I
नहीं
settle
खाते
anywhere,
नहीं
then
खाता, वो जिद्दी हो जाते हैं, जब मुझे नहीं खाना
yes,
तो वो नहीं खाएंगे, मुझे ये
yes
खाना
ma'am.
तो वो वही खाएंगे, वो डिमांड करेंगे. So old age is the second childhood. So one
Yes
must
ma'am.
not forget when you were young how how much your
Yes ma'am.
parents took pains to bring you up, to fulfill
Ma'am, but
all your dreams and desires.
our parents make us stable, and they only want at this point of time, they want that we go somewhere else, we settle in abroad, and when we settle in abroad, they are not coming with us.
Okay, then here there is lack of persuasive communication.
Yes ma'am.
Whatever they are
Yes.
saying, they are not able to convince.
Yes ma'am.
Or if they can say, okay, we'll stay, we'll come here also. This is also our house, but that also is your house. So
Yes
why do you
ma'am.
want
Yes.
to neglect that house? This house is ours, but that house is also yours. You must know. You must see. The house misses you. The house is nothing without you. So here, what is needed is persuasive communication. The need to persuade, the need to convince, the need to make them feel wanted. Yes, you are wanted there also.
Yes
Light
ma'am.
up that house. That house is in darkness without your love. These are the ways you can, convince people. And here, communication comes. Communication is there at all times, whether you're dealing a tricky situation in office or a complicated relation at home. Things can be dealt with. You can troubleshoot any kind of complications, any complex situations with communication. And here is where when we speak about when we train students to um, what is strong communication, what is powerful communication, what is communication to convince, to persuade,
Yes.
to make them, to make others feel the way I feel, to make others understand my point and take decision in the favor in our favor. So this is what persuasive communication is all about.
Yes ma'am.
So if the person is not able to convince, like how do we convince a child? Like if a child gets up at in the midnight and he asks for ice cream and ice cream is not there, what stories we had to tell them? It happened to with me also. Like I used to cook up stories. I was always a storyteller. So I used to tell my children, if you go out, there's a monkey waiting outside and he
Yes.
wants people to sleep. And if he will see you awake, he will take me away. That you are a bad mom and you're not able to put your baby to sleep. So you want the monkey to take me away? No, 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 no. Let me go and sleep. So people, parents have to create a lot of stories, and they have to be very, very skillful. Suddenly something came in my mind. This really happened. I said, oh, I don't know. I will take you. Okay, chalo. Let's go. Put on your shoes. Let's go. But then, yes, the monkey is waiting outside. It's okay. If you want me to go, and the monkey will not take you, but the monkey will take me away. If that's okay with you, चलते हैं, चलो. And then she said, no, 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 no. मुझे आइसक्रीम नहीं खानी है. Mama, you stay with me. So this is persuasive communication to make others a very adamant, a very aggressive child. अभी जाना, अभी खाना है मुझे. It's something which is difficult. But then here is when your creativity comes, when you're creative, when you can think of when you can cook up stories instantly as per the situation. It's not that I had stories in my mind. If this will happen, I will tell this story. So this is lesson number 1. This is lesson number 2. No, creativity.
Yes, ma'am.
And creativity comes with when you want to become persuasive, when you make people see your point of view, not by force. No. So I did not force my child. नहीं जाना है, मुझे नहीं जाना अभी नहीं जाएंगे हम लोग. I could have said तुमको monkey ले जाएगा. I could have said this, but I did not. Instead I said, okay, let's go. Whatever you say, कुछ भी कहो, चलो चलते हैं. जो भी कहोगी मान देंगे उसको. यही प्रॉब्लम एक है. So this is convincing. This is spontaneous tackling the situation, spontaneously, instantly. And that comes with awareness. If you are aware, if you know your surroundings too well. Pratik is smiling. It means even he's been doing such things. So there need to be for people who are going to be in the manager's role or in the superior role in the top line management. They should know what is persuasive communication. They should know what is to convince, how to convince, what to convince. Use body language, use facial expressions, use everything. Be the presenter, be the actor. In a human being's life, in every person's life, there comes a moment, or numerous moments when you'll have to put on some expressions, put on some fear, put on everything, all human emotions. So, in a nutshell, we're all talking about, that Toshi you pointed out, people who are not going because of sentiments. Oh, this is the ancestral property. This is the ancestral house. This is the house where I came as a bride. And this is the house I'll go from when I die. वो कहते हैं दुल्हन बन के आए और अर्थी में जाना है. ये होता है. Sentiments है.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, this happened, but children cannot come while leaving their busy schedule, no?
They cannot come. Here is the point where I said they should convince.
Yes,
Okay, you have so long in this house. You have made this house a heaven. Why don't you make that house a heaven as well? Come with us. You're needed. You're wanted. Right? So it's all about persuasive communication, and we'll talk about uh, details, technical details about what is persuasive communication, what is weak communication, what is strong communication, and what is powerful communication. All right, that's all for today, and thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.